On the day that Mayor Dada Morera introduced his new MMCs comprising of the new MMC for Finance, Margaret Arnold, and the new MMC for Public Safety, Jack Sequaila, they hit the ground running in El Dorado Park.
I think the first order of business will be for me to get settled into the office. Remember, it's a new office. If I had to go back to community development, it would have been very easy. I could have taken up where I left, right? But going back into the office now, I'll have to look at what has been done, what has not been done, and then prioritize accordingly. The mayor committed me to certain things, so I have to look at the projects and programs that we need to come up to make these communities much safer.
So we will have a discussion with our JMPD. They are already here, but they were not satisfied with the service. So we will up the game to ensure that on safety matters we respond. We are not here to elect academics. We are here to deal with people who have the capacity to deliver. And that's what we're going to do.
We cannot call ourselves a government, and you can go on to Twitter.
I think 29 days speaks to the intensity of the social ills and the crime in our community. It cannot just be a one-day campaign, because the social ills that we are facing goes back many, many years where this community has been marginalized, and hence we have set up tent here to show our determination in changing the narrative of our community. Irrespective of people visiting our community, we don't always necessarily feel the response. So it's the remedy to our social ills that we are waiting for.
We want to work together with you to resolve this. We want to ask you to give us time. We have appointed 10 members of the mayoral committee. They are all sitting here in front with you. They are here to work for the communities of Johannesburg. Then we've got our MMC for public safety. MMC Jack Sequaila, Comrade Jack the Massive. Now, Jack will help us to develop a package together with the MEC of safety. There are things that within our control as JMPD we can do to help deal with safety issues. And in fact, some of these things are simple if you involve communities to deal with safety issues.
We then are going to meet with the mayor and get a debriefing. And then we are anticipating that the mayor must give us a strategic political direction where we can implement in our departments. How can we create a bylaw that will talk into curbing the crisis that is happening in El Dorado Park, in a sense that you have private companies that installs what you call the cameras on the streets. So we will also find a way to partner with them and then come back here in El Dorado Park so that we can install those cameras. But we need to regulate so that the feed goes to JMPD direct, not only to the private company. I think that's one other element that we can curb the crisis of shooting and drug dealing in El Dorado Park.